Okay, hi friends at home. So today we're going to be working on lesson 5, and you're going to do the application problem. You're going to do that independently. It was a pretty easy one. The only thing that's going to be different is you have to use a letter for the unknown. And in class, when we talked about it, it was talking about stars. So we decided to use the letter S in our application problem for our unknown. So I would like you to do that independently and submit that separately. Now, what we're going to do right now is we're going to skip count by sevens, because if we look at our learning target, we're going to count by units of 7 to multiply and divide. So the class is going to help me. We're going to skip count by sevens using our song, Frere Jacques. All right, so let's all skip count together. I will write the multiples of 7 on the board as we sing. Okay, boys and girls, 3, 2, 1. 7, 14, 21, and 28, 35, 35, 42, and 49, 56, and 63, 70, 70. So how does that help us? Well, that helps us with skip counting, and it can help us with both multiplication and division. Let's sing it one more time while I'm not writing. Are we ready? Let's have everything out of our hands in our parking lot. Nothing is distracting us. Thank you. Here we go, boys and girls. 3, 2, 1. 7, 14, 21, and 28, 35, 35, 42, and 49, 56, and 63, 70, 70. I love the way Allie was using her fingers for that. That's a really good habit to get into. Okay, so if we were going to do some of these with a letter for the unknown like we did yesterday, 7 times 6 equals F. What does F equal? That was a bad example, because I keep reminding everybody I did do this little glittery poster because I wanted everybody to remember this, just like that. Lock it in. Don't skip count. Just commit it to memory. So 7 times 6 is 42. So F would equal 42. That was a bad example. Let me do one where we need to do some skip count. Okay? How about this one? 7 times E equals 56. We need to find what E equals. What are we going to do? We're going to skip count. I like the way Kendall's skip counting. Get your fingers out. Who has the answer? Quinn. 8. She says 8 equals 8. Let's see if she's right. We're going to skip count by 7 until we get to 56. We have our numbers up here, so let's use them. 7, 14, 21, and 28, 35, 35, 42, and 49, 56. We're going to stop right there. How many 7s did we count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So E equals 8. Very nice. Okay, here's another one. How about this one? Now that's a division equation. We can still use skip counting. We got to say what divided by 7 will give us 9. We're looking for the total, right? If we look at this, how many 7s do we need to count, boys and girls? Everybody, how many 7s do we need? 9. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What does G equal? G equals 63. So, once you have your skip counting pattern down, it's really easy to find your answers. Let's do one more. C equals 21 divided by 7. What will C equal? Use your skip counting. Take C equals 3. How'd you get that, bud? You're right. Skip count 7 3 times. 7, 14, 21. 1, 2, 3. Your answer is you had to skip count 3 of them. Okay? Everybody get the idea? So now today we're going to be using multiples of 7. Yes, Jace? Yes, you may have a math break. Let's start with Jace's position. So Jace, Quinn, Olivia, Luke, Kendall, Xavier, and Jalen. All right, so we're going to go right to boys and girls page, I believe it is page 22 or 23. I need to go get the phone. So boys at home, boys and girls at home, you're going to have to be patient. It's the one with the fish on it. So go ahead and read the directions. It's either page 22 or 23 in your workbook. And Nick, if you could line up that with my workbook back there, that would be fine. Remember, boys and girls, the video is still running. So you're finding that page, you're reading the directions, and I bet it's going to ask you to skip count by 7s and fill in your fishbowl. Let's go ahead and do that. Yes. Hey, would you mind jumping up and erasing the board for me, please? So friends at home, if you hear some singing in the background, people are doing their singing to fill in their fish bowls. Okay. Because the directions for this page say, skip count by 7s to fill in the blanks in the fish bowls, match each count by its multiplication expression, then use the multiplication expression to write the related division to the right, okay? You know me though, I'm not going to grade those lines, especially those of you who are working at home. Those lines go all over the place. So after we fill in our multiples of 7, by the way, what can we call all the things in the fish bowls? What are those called? Who knows? Let's work on our math vocabulary. They are called our, they're the products. Very good. So these are the products. What are in the fish? If these are the products, then what are all these digits that are in the fish? Nick? They're the factors. You guys are getting really good at that. Really important. So if that doesn't make sense to you, remember, the products are the answers in multiplication. The factors are the two numbers we multiply. So how many people already have the fish bowls filled in? Stephen, you need your book? If you have your fish bowls filled in, let's go ahead and label them A, B, C. So we want to do this. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. It ends with J because did you guys know J is the 10th letter of the alphabet? So that means there's 10 fish bowls there. Okay? Who can help me fill in my fish bowls? Can we sing the song together, class? I'm going to rewrite the ones that are already there so that our friends at home can see them better. Let's start with 7, class. 7, 14, 21, and 28, 35, 35, 42, and 49, 56, and 63, 70, 70. Okay, now, what do we do? When we have a skip count pattern, all we have to do is count the number of products we have in order to match it to the facts. So when we're here, how many 7s have we counted? 1, 7. How do we, the 1, 7 is unit form, but how do we write that in fact form? 1 times 7. So where is 1 times 7 here? Or 7 times 1, it is right here. So we're going to put an A there. Let's do a random one. How about down here at G? How many 7s is that? Count them. Xavier, how many sevens do we have on word G? Count the fish bowls. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's right. So how do we write 7 sevens? We write it as 7 times 7. Which fish bowl has 7 times 7 in it? It's hard for me to see because this is so black. Right here? So we're going to put G there. Okay? Now, I'm going to fill in the division sentences to go with those couple we did. And then I'm going to let you finish the page. Same with you friends at home. I think you should be able to finish this page independently. If 7 times 7 is 49, what division sentence will we write for this? Well, remember, division always starts with the total. Thank you, Riley. So for 7 times 7, we would write 49 divided by 7 equals 7. If we come down to this other one we did, 7 times 1 is 7, so we always start with the total. It would be 7 divided by 7 equals 1. Okay. How many of you think you can finish that page independently? Okay, so friends at home, I'm going to pause the video. Maybe just stop and we'll do another video and another page for you to do. But I would like you to do this independently, okay? All right. All right, boys and girls, so friends at home, we took a little break. Well, after we did the first page, I wanted them to finish it on their own. I also wanted you to finish it on your own, so I'll be checking it on Seesaw. But I want to introduce you to this page. We're going to do part of it together, and then I want you to do part of it on your own. So let's start at the beginning. It says, complete the count by 7 sequence below. Then write a multiplication equation and a division equation to represent each blank you filled in. So the first thing we want to do is we want to fill in that count by. You can sing the song to help you fill it in, or you can add 7 each time. So let's go, class. 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 35, 42 and 49, 56 and 63, 70, 70. Now it says it only wants us to write a multiplication equation and division equation to represent each blank we filled in. So what we want to do is we want to circle the ones in the blanks. And again, this is showing you how important a skip count can be in order for you to do multiplication and division. So our first blank is 21, correct? What multiplication fact would be right for 21? Jadalyn. Very good. 3 times 7 equals 21. Why? Because we had to count 1, 2, 3, 7. If we want to write the related division fact, division starts with the total, so we'll start with 21. We can skip count by 7, 7, 14, 21, and our answer is 3. The purpose of this lesson is for you to realize that you can use a count by for both multiplication and division. Okay? All right, our next number is 35. So how many 7s did we count there? Count, class. 1. I want everybody counting.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Very good. We had 5 7s and that made 35. If we write the related division equation, remember division starts with our total and we're either looking for the size of the group or the number of groups. 35 divided by 7. Well, one thing we can do is we can look right over here to a related multiplication fact. Okay? I'm going to pause the video and give you a couple minutes to do that. Then I'm going to start the video again to do the word part. So go ahead and finish that if you haven't finished it already. Okay, class. So friends at home, you can check your work against this video. I'm going to do some fold calling. All right. So our next multiple of 7 that we circled was 49. Olivia, why don't you go ahead and give me the math fact that we would write for 49? Very good. 7 times 7 equals 49. How did she know? She counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What division equation would you write, honey? Very good. Same numbers, just in a different order. Division order starts with the total. Okay, the next number that we circled, that we filled in was 56. Why don't you go ahead and do that one for me, Mercy? How many sevens is that?
8 times 7 equals 56.
Very good. And then what is the division equation?
56 divided by 7.
Okay, does everybody see the pattern? Division starts with the total, multiplication ends with the total. And then our last one is 70. Jace, what did you write for 70?
10 times 7
Uh-huh.
70 divided by 7.
Very good, 70 divided by 7. So you just have to skip count and count the number. So this would be like counting your fingers, boys and girls, when you did that. Okay, Nick, you want to slide that up? Then let's look at the word problem together. So my friends at home, please make sure that you listen to the rest of the video, and if you need to correct anything, get it corrected. Okay, Abe says 3 times 7 equals 21, because 1 times 7 is 7, and 2 sevens are 14, and 3 sevens are 14 plus 6 plus 1, which equals 21. Why did Abe add 6 and 1 to 14 when he is counting by 7? Okay, so let's think about this a little bit. He wants to find 3 times 7. Okay? He knows 1 7 is 7, and that 2 sevens are 14, and 3 sevens are 14 plus 6 plus 1. So this, boys and girls, has to do with mental math. So I'm going to walk you through this because we haven't done a lot of mental math. All right? Why did Abe add 6 and 1 to 14? All right? So let's take our 3 times 7 first. Stephen, 3 times 7. Xavier, 3 times 7. I'm going to have to take the water away because you didn't finish that. Got to finish it. Okay, 3 times 7. And he says it is 1 7 and 2 sevens. So if he says 2 sevens, let's go ahead. 3 sevens is 2 sevens, right? He's kind of doing the distributive property plus 1 more 7. What's 1 more 7? 1 times 7. And what is 2 times 7, everybody? 2 times 7 is 14. So this is where we're getting to. He's adding 14. And then, instead of adding 7, he's adding 6 plus 1. Does anybody see what he did? Why did he take 14 and add 6 and 1 instead of just adding 14 plus 7? It has to do with mental math. Wait. Very good. So this is what he did. Go ahead and do it on your board. He decomposed 7 into 6 and 1. On your paper. Didn't he? Decompose 7 into 6 and 1. And then this is what William's talking about. If we put the 14 and the 6 together, and I know you did a lot of this in 1st and 2nd grade, what is 14 plus 6, class? Now we've got 20, and what do we still have to look at? 1. So what is 3 times 7? 3 times 7 is? 3 times 7 is 20. So that is the mental math that comes in. So if you don't know the song, and you count 7, 14, and now you've got to add another 7, you can say, well, 14 plus 7, you can split that 7 up into 6 and 1 and get 20 plus 1 more. That's what we're doing with our number bonds, boys and girls. We're trying to get our mind to think like that. Okay? Let's do this last one together. Molly says she can count by 7 6 times to solve 7 times 6. Jamie says he can count by 6 7 times to solve this problem. Who is right? Explain your answer. Let's show them thinking for both people, okay? So let's start with Molly. So let's just put an M for Molly. And what does she do? She counts by 7 6 times. So let's count by 7 6 times. 7, 14, 21. How many have we counted so far? 3, and we need 7, right? Or we need 6. 7, 14, 21. Put that to 21, class. 28, because you're adding 7. Now we've counted by 7 4 times. We need to count by 7 6 times, so we need another one. What's 28 plus 7? 28 plus 7? 35. That was my 5th 7 I counted. What's 35 plus 7 more? 42. How many 7s did I count, class? Please make sure you're putting those numbers above the count by. Olivia, put the numbers above the count by. So we counted 7 6 times and we got 42. But what does James say? James says he can count by 6 7 times. So now for James's work, let's count by 6. So go ahead, class. 6 plus 6 is 12. We better keep a count underneath because we want to count 7 of them. So we got 6, 12. What comes next, class? That's our third 6. Thank you. 24. That's our fourth 6. 30. Oh, you guys are getting good at this. That's our 5th 6. Nice. That's our 6th 6. 42. That is our 7th 6. Who is right? Mercy. They're both right. So, boys and girls, again, the commutative property. He counted by 7 6 times, so he really did 6 times 7. This person counted 7 times 6. What do they both equal?
42.
They both equal 42. So whichever you're more comfortable, but we know we don't need to do skip counting for that particular fact. Why not? Because we have our poster and glitter and we all have locked it in. Okay? All right. One more thing, and friends at home, I want you to do this independently. So turn to the next page, which is the exit ticket. And I know sometimes you guys get tired because we go kind of slow and we do it together. But you're going to do this exit ticket on your own after I explain the directions, okay? There we go. Okay, just what we just did. Really important, relating multiplication and division and how you can use skip counting to solve for both. Complete the count by 7 sequence below. They have some of them filled in for you, don't they? So that's your first job, complete the count by 7 sequence. Your second job is then to write a multiplication equation and then a division equation to represent each number in the sequence. Are you going to do, and so you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're not just going to do the ones you filled in, you're going to do every single one of these. Okay? So go ahead, finish your skip counting, and then write a multiplication and a division equation for each multiple of them. Okay? And friends at home, I want you to do that independently, please, and submit it to your teacher.